Hi, my name's Psyche and I'm directing Secret Life of Humans, which is the next story coming to you from English Theatre Frankfurt as soon as we're allowed to open those doors. It's a really thrilling story. It spans 3 different time periods. It's the story of a couple over one night. It's the story of one human's lifetime. And it's also the story of humanity across millions of years. And this is all done by just 5 actors.
I'm Emma and I play Ava.
Hello, I'm Evan Milton and I play Jamie Brunovsky.
I'm Caroline Moroney and I play the part of Rita Brunovsky.
Hi there, my name's Lucas and I play George in The Secret Life of Humans.
Ava is a lecturer and the audience is way into the story, and she specialises in social and cultural anthropology, and she meets Jamie Brunovsky, Bruno's grandson, on a Tinder date.
In the play, we meet Jamie on his first ever Tinder date with the fiercely intelligent academic Ava.
Ava has a particular interest in Bruno Brunovsky in an academic sense, and it becomes very clear that she wants something that Jamie has.
Despite having never actually met his grandfather, Jamie feels a deep sense of connection and admiration for his grandfather, Jacob.
George has been tasked by his superiors' operations research to gather a team of mathematicians for a new objective. So George does this research and stumbles across Jacob Brunovsky, who at the time was working up at Hull University, and writes to him asking if they can meet. And the story continues from there.
In the play, we see Rita coming to terms with the death of her husband. We meet her not long after the funerals happened, and we see her asking questions she never got the chance to ask about this man that she loves so much. But we see the doubt creeping in about what it was he did during his life, what he was involved with during the war.
I think she feels like it's quite short-sighted and naive, and what Brunovsky said about trying to forget the past in order to move on as a civilization, as the humankind, she disagrees with. She thinks that the past is very important to study in order to make the right decisions moving forwards.
The story is inspired by a book called SAPIENS, which was a massive hit, I think around 2014 when it came out. The good news is you don't have to read the book to understand the play. Come and see the play and then see if you want to read the book. But it's also inspired by a guy called Jacob Brunovsky, who passed away in the 70s, who lived through all the major events in the 20th century and had a remarkable life. And he was behind a groundbreaking documentary in the UK called The Ascent of Man. And all his ideas are a wonderful contradiction to these ideas. And we see these 2 ideas battled out through the characters of Secret Life of Humans.
So when thinking about the atmosphere for the piece, it's really about opacity and layers, because there are characters in the past, present, future, in life and in death who all interact with each other. So we've got characters from the past interacting with characters in the present talking to people who are dead people who talk to people in the past. So there's all these different layers going on, and we shift between them throughout the play.
The script moves at a real pace, jumping between locations and time periods, so we wanted to make sure we had a space that could work in the same way. So throughout the show, moving towers of shelves are fluidly moved and used to create new locations and spaces. And as the characters uncover more and more secrets throughout the course of the play, the set also starts revealing a number of secrets and surprises hidden within it, building to an epic climax.
This is a thriller, and the stakes are high for all the characters, and in fact they intensify throughout the piece. So questions come up, new information emerges that throws moral questions in the pot for some of the characters. And so it's really been finding music and creating music that drives the piece forwards, that drives the scenes forwards and gives them momentum.
It's so easy as a video designer to fall into this trap of being this kind of time and location setter as a role, especially in a piece that's as complex as this one, where 1 minute we're in a kitchen, the next minute we could be in a library, and these can be like 60 years apart. But as a creative team, quite early on, we decided that it's not necessarily about the naturalism of the piece. It's really important that it's the characters and what they're saying in each scene is the important thing, and where they are isn't necessarily so important. So it's my job to reflect the emotion and visualise the narrative rather than kind of going, and now we're in a kitchen. It's about the journey. This can be something in the sense of, like, if they're in a frantic scene, we don't want to just see the background behind them. We want the video to feel like they're frantic at the same time.
A few things that really interested me about the play were how and why we keep secrets, the different evolutionary viewpoints that are being discussed, and the idea of perspective, how our opinion of people and events can change when they're viewed with different knowledge or from a different viewpoint. These all became themes which we really enjoyed exploring in the design, ways the set could reveal itself to our audience as the mystery unfolds, and ways that we could ask the audience to look at scenes and events from different angles in a very deliberate way.
The set is like this fantastic playground for me. The way it translates for each scene means I don't need to be literal, but it also gives me this great canvas to play with, and you know, I can play on small parts of it, or I can be grander in my gestures.
The play involves a locked room full of secrets. It involves a first date. It involves a love affair between two humans that goes beyond death. And it involves who we are, where we are, and where we might be going. And it doesn't give you all the answers, but it leaves you with a lot of questions that will take you into the bar and make you want to talk to people, and will probably make you want to come back and see the play again.
Hello, my name is Richard Delaney, and I was the original Jacob Brynovsky in the first devising company for Secret Life of Humans. David Byrne was asked to record something for you, but hates going on camera, so he's written something for me to read to you. I am so sorry your production has been cancelled. I was looking forward to seeing how you are going to reinvent and re-illuminate a play that means so much to me and the company who made it with me. Working with the original devising company has left me with some of the fondest memories of my career that even discussing the show with your director got me excited for the possibilities ahead of you. The world being put on pause has forced a lot of us who make theatre to ask very fundamental questions. Sitting at home in my flat in the silence for the last few days made me reassess a lot of the ideas within Secret Life. Who we are, what our fundamental mission is, and whether we as a species will ever get where we're going, even in the face of new challenges. At a time when we are relying on collective action more than ever and asking questions for which there is no ready answer, I'm reminded of a Bruno quote we didn't include in the show. He said, "Einstein was a man who could ask immensely simple questions. He showed in his work that when the answers are almost too simple, you can hear God thinking." I can't wait to see the production when it's finished and to be with you all when you meet again. All my best wishes, David Byrne. And all my best wishes too.